Put it in perspective. Nets,
Oh,
Lakers
hey,
pregame. Peace, God. That's Bmad, the Yankee fit. Yankee fit. He's making more a Yankee fit more famous than a Yankee can. This is Raymundo. So favorite perspective there. Put it in perspective. Nets pregame. You know we've been at it almost all the years. How's your day today, B? How you feeling? How you feeling?
all right, man. Yo, I was more hyped the other night. Tonight, there's a lot of factors that kind of killed the feel of this game. There's no Schroeder, there's no KD. I mean, I get it though, but ah, I mean, listen. I guess when game time happens, when tip off happens, I'll definitely be much more excited. So I'm ready. I'm ready. It was a good day today, though.
Okay. No KD, like you said. No AD. You said no Schroeder, right? You already said that. And the Nets, you see it pop up looking for their fifth win in a row. Lakers 8-2 in their last 10. What do you think about LeBron? They always set up LeBron with a question or any superstar. They ask him, "Is this the best offense you ever seen in your life?"
Oh my gosh, I didn't see that footage, but I could assume LeBron probably just smirked or laughed, and he probably thought like, "Hey man, I was part of one of the best offenses," or I played Golden State and I took down that offense, and then my big three in Miami, I won 2 championships there. Listen, I'm a Nets fan all the way, but we haven't proven anything yet. So I mean, it looks great on paper. It's the best offensive threat I've seen on paper all assembled. But until they go to the playoffs, they haven't proven yet. So it's a little too early. I'm not going to jump the gun. And I don't. What was LeBron's reaction to that? I didn't see it.
You guessed right the first time. He said, "Oh, so we forgot
Okay.
about Steph, Clay, and KD already." So,
Yeah.
and he stopped it there. It wasn't like he went. He didn't talk about himself. I don't think the Miami Heat are anywhere near in that conversation. The Spurs were probably better than them about 10 years
No,
ago, or 8 years ago.
that's true.
It's too many offenses, bro.
Yeah. No, I agree. I agree. He's right.
They're coming together though.
Like
It
I
is
said,
kind of power.
yeah, definitely. I mean, it looks great right now. They're running on all cylinders. But the one thing that we're all forgetting is that these guys haven't had that many games playing straight consecutively together. Like they still have time. They were doing good, but KD being out with COVID protocol, the injuries now, Kyrie being out at the beginning. I see James Harden and Kyrie actually starting to get a feel for each other. You've seen that in the last several games. I mean, that's a good thing, but KD's not here. I mean, once you get a set of consecutive games where they actually play together, and we get a good idea, like of how they're gonna be, it's gonna be a problem.
5-1, 6 and I think they're 5-1 when all three are starting. Because they're 5-2 because of that game. KD was the COVID game for him, and Kyrie. I mean, the
Yeah,
last game was the best game of the season so far in terms of excitement. And then it's the best game of the year. Best game of the year.
yeah,
Harden. I think Kyrie's averaging 27. Harden's averaging what was it, 23, 7 and 11, and LeBron is averaging like 25, 7 and 9. So
25,
Schroeder is out.
yeah, or not yet. Yeah,
Schroeder is out, and AD is out. Uh, that Lakers defense, best in the league, best defensive rating in the league. This is versus the third offensive rating for in the league. Efficiency first, or in offensive efficiency, I think it's called. I think I don't see how. I think the Bucks are first and the Clippers are second. I just don't see how people can compete with that. Like in terms of offense, if KD's there, we've seen them play the Bucks, and the Bucks don't have enough. This is
No.
and Kyrie gets to play. He's averaging a 50% from the field, 40% from three, 90% from the free throw line. This is the first backcourt to have 90% free throws. They have like 6 or 7 players with a true shooting percentage of over 60%. The Lakers have 3, but 2 of them, I think, is Caruso and I forgot the other guy. And LeBron. LeBron is 60% flat, true shooting percentage. So they have AD being out. How can you even think about stopping this team? I don't see it happening. The money line initially was at 125, the Nets underdog, and the Lakers were and it just went up to 130. So the Schroeder, once they said Schroeder was out, they're even more of an underdog.
Yeah.
I don't know what Vegas is
Yeah.
thinking that all
I
that
just
stuff
don't.
to me.
I mean, listen, the X factor will always be LeBron James. You got LeBron James on the other side of that ball. We've seen him win games like this against teams like this, in the past, shorthanded. So, I mean, it could be anybody's game, but I'm putting my money on Brooklyn. I'm rolling with the home team. Um, I don't know. I just don't see LA winning tonight, especially the Schroeder. That's a big factor. Schroeder or Kyrie, that would have been a good matchup, I think. And now that he's not playing, I don't know. I just don't see it.
And speaking of to your point with LeBron defensively, he might get gassed also. He might get a little more fatigued because of
Yeah.
AD being out. But him and Ben Simmons, they have some stat where they guard the most positions on the court for the most amount of minutes. So
Really?
he would have to do more of that, but he's gonna have to look for. It's just more like him playing in Cleveland all over again. And you know how dominant he was then. Everyone was
Yeah.
saying, "Oh, he's in Cleveland. He's in the Eastern Conference. That ain't nothing." But it's LeBron. Like LeBron is worst case, your second
Yeah.
best player all time, and he's 36 years old. Just amazing. But I'm excited about that. I'm excited. You just sent me the meme, the video with Kyrie and LeBron and Dennis Schroeder in the background with the Karate
The
Kid. You don't think
Karate
that
Kid 3
Kyrie is
meme
hyped up?
from Yo, listen, Kyrie has been balling, bro. Like he think about it. Has he been, I mean, outside of Dwayne Wade, he's definitely LeBron's best teammate ever. AD, they won a chip last year, but I don't know. I
Hey,
think Kyrie might be. It might still be Kyrie.
it's
Outside of Dwayne
no,
Wade.
it's eight.
Dwayne Wade was, you think it's AD?
I might put D Wade. Yeah, I might put D. I put AD, Kyrie, and D Wade because I don't think it took a lot. Remember, D Wade was injured a lot, and it takes a lot for them to mesh. Defensively, they were pretty good, but even then, Chris Bosh was better defensively for them, even though he's kind of finesse. But that wingspan in that type
Mm,
of defense that they played in Miami, that was what was great about them. But they weren't Scotty and Mike. AD and LeBron are more Scotty and Mike. I thought
nah,
Kyrie and LeBron had a
nah,
really good. Kyrie and LeBron thing had a
yeah,
really good chemistry.
that the game I always look back to with them that I loved was in the finals. Was it 2016 when they won? And I believe it was game 5 when they both dropped 40. The
Hmm.
way they controlled that game together, that was impeccable. That was one of the best games I've ever seen in my life by like a duo. You got Mike and Scotty, you got Kobe and Shaq. But that 40 for 40 game for LeBron and Kyrie was incredible, man. I love watching it. It's even I've seen it on NBA TV. I've seen them run it on there a few times. and that was just game 5. That wasn't even the game 7 when they capped off the chip. But that game was so good, man. And just seeing how they flow and how their chemistry was and what could have been had they probably stayed together a little longer. Who knows?
One more season. The first season in the championship, they were injured. And Matt, people we know what it would have looked like, at least, at their best. They lost to KD one year. Yeah, they got smoked. So we know what it would have looked like. But that next season when LeBron had to really carry the team and shoulder a lot of it. Imagine when LeBron dropped the 50 in the first game in that 2017, the second championship that KD wins with Golden State. Imagine LeBron with Kyrie in that series. I think that's J.R. Smith doesn't do that. And you have an extra amount of I think that was a different LeBron. He looked different that year.
Different, much different. He was in a zone, bro. He was in a zone that we haven't seen too much from a lot of players, man. You only seen from the and that year LeBron, man, like that argument with him and Mike, MJ, like that year is like, yo, it put it on really for me. It put it on notice, like, yo, it had me as a Jordan fan, like, holy shit, if this motherfucker keeps playing like this, I don't know, man, but it is what it is.
It was exciting.
It's LeBron, man.
Definitely. So we could bring it on home again. Kevin Durant out, Anthony Davis out, Dennis Schroeder out. Dennis Schroeder's out because of the COVID protocol.
Yeah.
It's the Nets versus Lakers. I'm still excited about it. We'll get back to you for the post game. And it was good talking to you. Well, I forgot to mention from Santo Domingo to Panama to Miami to Nueva York. And we'll hit you up in a couple hours.
Yeah. Yes, sir.
All right.
Peace.